Fabien and Virginie, welcome. And it's a pleasure to meet you and be able to have this conversation about your case. And most of all, to congratulate you on winning this year's outstanding new case writer competition with your case, The Roy René Confectionery is 100 years, celebrating brand heritage to sustain a new strategy. It's a fabulous case. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I wonder if we could start by asking you to set the scene by telling us a little bit about the case.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your congratulations. The case is about Laurence. Laurence is a marketing manager at the Roy René Confectionery, and the company is turning 100 years in 2020. So Laurence is asked by the general manager to plan the celebration, and it becomes more interesting because this celebration happens a couple of years after the company was purchased by a new owner. It changed ownership and they set a new strategy for the company, more ambitious, with new people, new teams. And so Laurence has to find a way to celebrate the company's background, to take into account this 100 years of success, the 100 years of archives, and at the same time to connect this to this new impulse in the company, and that's what makes it difficult in a way. That what makes the planification special.
What is very interesting about this company is that it's a French company dealing with a French confectionery, very traditional product that is the calisson. That is something that we eat usually during Christmas time, but we can eat all year long. And this is a quite rather small company that is growing very much, and that has been bought by the company that is doing L'Occitane, and they want to follow the same strategy as L'Occitane, which is now a worldwide company. So really the challenge is to make this French product international and not to be copied by competitors, and to master this growth. So this is why this is an interesting case, because it's dealing with rather small company trying to master their growth on the market and going international.
It's a fascinating scenario, and one that I think a lot of people will be interested in around the world, because that's a growing opportunity for people to build on existing brand heritages and to upgrade them and update them without losing the character and the flavor of the tradition. Is that what first attracted you to the situation?
Yes, the idea came up to our mind very, very early. The first time I met Laure Pierre-Isnard is the CEO of the company. I told her that the company was a great company with great ambition and that it was worthwhile writing on it a case. Yeah, and it was even more very emotional moment, because in fact Laure is one of my former student at EDEC Business School, and I used to be her teacher. So she, right from the beginning, she said, "Oh yeah, it's a great idea, let's go for it." And then that's why Fabien joined the team to do it.
Yeah, I think it was in 2015 we organized this brand heritage symposium, didn't we, in Aix-en-Provence, and we each time we have this symposium, we try to meet with the company while we would do this, and they were very excited about the topic, and they said, "Well, why don't you have the entire symposia in our headquarters instead of doing it at the university and then coming for one day to visit and meet the people?" So we had the entire symposium with them, and I think that there was a good fit, as Virginie says, a good fit between us and their mutual interest in this idea of heritage. And then the angle for the case, the angle for the anniversary, or the anniversary angle, came a bit later. We collected a lot of data on growth, on their new strategy, and the angle for the anniversary came later, when I actually had the writing workshop in Barcelona, your writing workshop, where Urs Müller was very helpful, and we realized that there was a connection between the research on heritage that we do, between the case and this moment of the anniversary that sort of crystallized all of this.
Fantastic. So you got a lot out of the writing workshop.
Well, yeah. we got a lot, including an angle. No, it was really good. It was really good to. I think I got to the workshop with maybe 20, 30 pages of background on the company, which is huge and ridiculously huge. So it was very helpful to put some order into this and find the angle that would be most exciting, not just most exciting for students, but also more relevant. The angle that would make sense with the kind of research that we do, and in which we could put more than just a nice story. We could use the case to explain models that we've published, and that became, at this point, it became really exciting.
Now, of course, the real motivation for writing a case is to deliver learning in the classroom. But I think it's very interesting to hear you talk about how this case and the process of writing this case has strengthened links between the school and alumni, and the school and the company featured as the protagonist in the case. Is that something you've found? Is that relationship continued? Is it giving you more opportunities to conduct research?
We're still in touch. Obviously, last year was difficult for them as well. They haven't been immune to the disruptions, but we're still collecting data. We're still in touch with them. I'm running now a project on brand anniversaries in general, and they're contributing. They gave a couple of interviews to a research assistant that is collecting data for me on this. So yes, the relationship continues.
Excellent.
Yes, and also what I can say is that I use, for instance, the case with MBA students, and usually what they do is they come to the school for half a day or half a day to explain the situation of the company, and they come for the feedback to hear the recommendation from the students, and they really enjoy the input of the students. So this is really a win-win situation where the students get a lot and the company also gets a lot from the case.
That's terrific. One final question is, what does it feel like to be a winner of this competition?
Well, that's, I think we're both very grateful and very excited about winning this. I like the sort of, well, I didn't think it was going to be possible, to be honest, but it is a first writing, so yeah, in a way, why not? But there's sort of progression in collecting data, meeting this company, getting a lot of ideas, thinking you get something, and then getting to the workshop and realizing, oh, it's a lot more complex than what you thought at the beginning. But then getting really good mentoring and extra strength to reshape the entire case. And there was the scholarship as well, which helped us making these videos. Because Virginie says that where she's based, the company can come. They're 15 minutes away from the business school. But when I was teaching it at York, for example, it's a long way, so they couldn't come. So we made these videos that anyone, anywhere in the world, can introduce the students to the company, and you can actually see what they make. You can see the people, you can hear them talk in French with the English subtitles, and you can see the products for yourself. And I think that makes it definitely made a big difference to my students in York. So yeah, you realize all this process, and finally we applied and we won, and that's great.
Yeah, on my side, I'm very proud for winning the case because of two major facts. In fact, because this case is really interesting because it involves two former students. So as I explained, Laure Resnard, my former student at the Aix Business School, and Fabien Pecot, my former PhD student. And for me as a professor, seeing my former student performing and being seen as successful is a very great reward for myself. because as a professor, you want your students to succeed. So I'm very grateful and very proud. I'm very grateful to the Case Center for organizing this, making it possible for junior professors, to join, to be counseled, to be guided, so that they really produce something that is really in line with what are the expectations. So thank you very much to the Case Awards Center to organize all this process to make this achievable for new faculty members.
Well, it's just an outstanding piece of work. It doesn't read in the least like a new case. It's a substantial piece of work with the accompanying video. And I'm sure it will be a long-term favorite for many case teachers in their own classrooms around the world as the years go by. Congratulations again, and thank you for being so open and sharing the background to the case.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.